Trump's metal stocks will help you retire early. This is not financial advice, but if you're new to this channel, we identified the power generation stock Bloom Energy before it went up 200%. We identified the data center stock ALAB before it went up 120%. And we identified the rare earth stock MP Materials before it went up 60%. And that was after it got a $400 million investment from the Department of Energy. So it's not like we're predicting what's going to happen in the government or anything like that. This is based off of chart patterns and reading the news to see what stocks have a high chance of going up, even if they've already gotten big momentum. So there's one stock that's a steel stock. The ticker is STLD, Steel Dynamics, that is well positioned to make a large move. Q3, it had record steel shipments, and the utilization of its mills is very high, almost 90%. There's a lot of demand for steel for data center construction right now, and Steel Dynamics is well positioned to continue to grow as that market grows. If you're new to the channel, head over to stockscommunity.com and take advantage of the $19 Black Friday deal. It's a 7-day trial. And if you hit that like button, you'll help show the YouTube algorithm that you like it and other people might like it. Let's jump into a breakdown.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
So this is Steel Dynamics, 88% utilization rate and record steel shipments in Q3. So this is a big deal, and data centers are leading that growth. If we look at the chart, this chart also looks very, very interesting. Even if we knew nothing about what this company does, sure, it's a little bit of liquid, okay? Each day it only trades about 1 million shares, but because the price is so high, that's $150 million a day. So you can put more than $1 million in with the click of a button. Ideally, you're in extremely liquid companies like NVIDIA, because when institutions buy a stock, you're able to jump on board and ride the momentum. However, just because NVIDIA had great earnings today, earnings beat, revenue beat, guidance was raised, doesn't mean that now is the time to buy it. Sometimes stocks can have great earnings and still fall, like Microsoft a couple weeks ago. And if you are interested in NVIDIA and you think this is going to lift the whole market, it could. But the best way to take advantage of that is to wait for tomorrow, let this close, and then take a position risking off of that close. And what that pattern looks like is, if you look at a company like General Motors, here's that close at the end of the day, and you can see how well it held that close twice, 3 times. So you don't have to bet, you just have to wait. And if it stays above there, you stay in the stock. And in NVIDIA's case, you can see how well that worked back in early June. So once this level was established, you see how it held that level for weeks, and it broke out above that level up here. So in my opinion, the best way to buy great earnings, even when it's a big company, is to use that level as risk and to wait until that candle is closed. So that's market context. Everyone's talking about NVIDIA, so got to talk about NVIDIA. Steel Dynamics, in my opinion, looks more interesting at this moment. it's shaping up well, it has enough liquidity, and you can take a position, risk a couple bucks to try to make 20 or 30. This company does have some big customers. They're just not the super big customers that we get excited about. I don't think they have NVIDIA as in customers. I think Alcoa is one of their biggest customers, which is well known. But what happens is these data center buildouts are contracted out from Meta, from Amazon, to construction companies, and then those construction companies contract out to the materials companies like Steel Dynamics. So we're not going to see that direct connection, but they definitely are providing steel for data centers. This is actually according to their 10K, which happens, well, we can see how often they release a 10K here. Maybe a year ago is when that would have happened. I forgot that K is once a year. 10Q is once a quarter. So you don't have to know data centers. You don't have to know filing super in depth to just look at this chart and see it's very interesting. But it's great news to be familiar with the sector that they're serving. So this is a really, really exciting sector, the construction of all these data centers. And Steel Dynamics is definitely a key supplier. So it's hard to think there's any sort of headwinds for this company. It's a big enough company, 20 billion, that you don't have to worry about them diluting the stock, which moves the stock price down by adding shares to the market. And I think the chart looks great. So if you like that idea, hit that like button. If you want a free course on how to buy stocks before they go up, hit that subscribe. And if you want to take advantage of our $19 Black Friday deal, this is the lowest it's ever been, head over to stockscommunity.com for that 7-day trial. See you in the next one.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.